Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about mattifying powders, two in particular. If you guys don't know, my name is Tiffany. I'm going to be talking about the Urban Decay Velvetizer, and you guys seen this on my channel before. I usually mostly use it as a setting powder. I've never ever used it as the true intent, which is a mixing powder and foundation. But I'm here today to not only talk about this product, but Elf's new mattifying powder as well, which is a mix-in powder as well. This one here, this is the Elf mattifying powder. It's a mix-in powder with your foundation. They both do the very same thing. You can also use this one as an all-over powder after foundation. I love the look it gives, which is very velvety. So I want to see if this one is capable of doing the same thing as this one, and I'm going to try both of these, mix them in my foundation, try one on this side, this the other, and I'm going to use the same foundation, which is going to be the Healthy Elixir. The reason I picked this one is because this one is not a matte foundation. I don't even want to use a foundation that's already matte, when the point of these mix-in powder is to make it matte and to give it a little bit more of a thick consistency. So these retail at very different prices, and I'm going to tell you right now. So the Velvetizer is $34, and you only get about, you get 0.28 ounces, which is not a lot of product. And the product description is simply mix a dime amount of this product into naked skin liquid makeup or naked skin one and done. I don't own another foundations anyways, to create an extra velvety feel, a beautiful matte finish, and added coverage. The result, silky airbrush look in naked skin. The Velvetizer makes it easy to instantly transform your complexion whenever you want, and it won't mess with the color of your product. The powder has ultra fine, addictively luxurious feel that's like nothing else out there. Our high-tech formula provides a smooth, soft focus effect for your most perfected complexion. Using it as an all-over powder, I do agree with that. It looks very, very, very soft. Like, it looks like you want to touch that face and play with it. Oh, I got a pimple. So now we're going to go into the Elf. This one retails for $8. And this one comes with, we're about to find out because apparently it doesn't say here. And it doesn't say on the website. So now we have to find out. Oh, 0.27 ounces. So this one is 0.28 by 1. By literally 0.01. And this is $8. This is 32. 8.32. We're just gonna leave that there. And this one claims that bye shine, mattifying your look with this all-in-one foundation, adjusted and finishing powder. Multi-use ultra fine powder gives you the power to transform any foundation into a more mattified full coverage formula and sets your makeup to a velvet matte finish. It has the same claims. So we are about to find out if this is a dupe. You guys can already tell most of my 1/4 of my makeup is on. I did my brows off camera, did the eyes. For the eyes today, I used It's My Ray Ray. On my other video, I used the contour on it and the highlighter for the inner corners or whatnot. I didn't use the eyeshadow yet, so that's why I used it today. I'm really digging this look I created with it. It is very outgoing, not outgoing, but like for a date night out, but it's still very classy. I am going to use the rest of this palette later on in this video to finish up my look, but we are going to get started. I did pick up this Elf palette, and I'm going to go ahead and use that to mix. So if you guys ever seen, this is how the Urban Decay Velvetizer looks. The Elf one I haven't opened yet. It comes, which I think is so cool, it comes with this little spoon to put in the product, and this is how it looks. I have to peel off. What? Nice. So it comes with a bigger opener. You can tell by the paper, and then it has the little version of it, and it does come in with the sifter, so you can stop the powder from coming out from the big part of it, and then you know how that goes. but we're going to leave the big part open for now. I need to know what I'm doing. So to start off with this, I'm gonna go ahead and put some Healthy Elixir onto the Elf palette. I only put 1 drop. And I'm gonna take the Velvetizer. I'm gonna use the spoon for Elf because I think that's such a cool thing. And I'm gonna drop it in there. You guys can see I want to put that in, and now we're going to mix it. And I'm gonna use this to mix. Should I add a little bit more? I'm gonna add like a pea size more, because you know, I don't know if that was enough. And this is gonna be for this half of this face. Let's keep mixing that in. Oh, you can see that there's a, it changes the texture. It looks a little thicker. Alright guys, so I forgot to put on primer. And since I'm going for a matte look, I am going to use my Maybelline Master Prime. So let's do that quick because so I'm gonna go ahead and put this here. I'm going to take this brush for this side, and I'm gonna see how that works. Okay, so I'm taking some on my brush. I kind of hate having my eyebrows done beforehand because like you have to be a little extra careful. It's annoying. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you guys can get more of a visual around here. What's going on? I don't know, guys. I kind of like how it's looking on this side. I don't know. It looks. And then I'm gonna take the rest of it, put it down my neck. Oh, and by the way, did you guys see the new backdrop? I'm all for black, but you know, sometimes you gotta change it up. I'm digging this glitter thing going on here. It's not an actual glitter, it's a backdrop. Okay guys, so I don't know. I feel like it did change a little bit of the coverage of the foundation. I'm liking how it looks. Like it didn't mess up the foundation in any way. Because I know sometimes if you put powder before foundation, sometimes it may not agree with it. So I'm liking it so far. And this is the Velvetizer. So now we are going to take this side, pump 1 pump, and we are going into the Elf. I took this much. I think that's too much. Yeah, I think that was too much. I'm gonna put some back in. Okay. Where's my mixer? Right here. So we're going to start mixing. And guys, I'm gonna give prop where prop is due. Jackie Aina is one of those people who uses powder before foundation. She has an oily T-zone like most of us do. I have an oily T-zone. And she says she uses it to set her primer and to give it a full coverage long consistency as well. So I added a little bit more since that's what I did with the Urban Decay. We are mixing here. Okay, you guys see that? And now we are going to put it on the face. Okay. And for this side, I'm going to use, whoa, right here, my Morphe Y6. Gonna put a little bit there, and we're going to start. You guys see the difference? Like, I don't know, this side looks darker, this side looks lighter, maybe more fuller coverage, I guess. So I went ahead and used all the product there. Honestly, guys, I see a little bit more fuller coverage on this side. Maybe because I used a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a more pump and add a little bit more Velvetizer into this side. Because I do think I did go a little overboard with the other side. But then again, that side has more of a way that you can grab it, whereas with the Urban Decay, you can't. It's with the shifter, so that makes things a little more complicated and harder to grab. If not, you'll be making a mess the entire. So like, I'm gonna show you guys. Added a little bit more powder in there. Trying to give it a chance, but I will say that that side, I kind of dig how Elf made the product where you're able to actually just go in and dip in. So I like that. See, that's better. Now you can see a big difference. I like how it looks on my nose. My nose is a very hard area to cover. My foundation always breaks up or doesn't attach to the nose area. So I always either have to use an eye primer on my nose to make the foundation stick. So I'm digging that right now, that I don't really have much issues with that right now. Okay, so that went well so far. So now I'm gonna do concealer like I regularly do, you know, just to see how this product will go with it. Alright, so we're gonna use the ColourPop concealer. I love this sponge. This is the L'Oreal Infallible sponge. It's like one of the best sponges out there. I love this concealer. It's very full coverage and a little goes a long way, if you can tell. Which I like that, and it's very mattifying. Look at that. Okay guys, so how I usually use my Velvetizer, I usually use it to set the under eyes, the forehead, and most all my face. I like how that looks. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this brush and do that. And this is very, very fine though. And I pat that on. I don't like dragging on powder until I pat it on, and then I'll do the dusting effect. So that's this side of my face. going to go ahead and close it because ultimately I'm done. I'm going to leave it because I want to talk about some important stuff from that area. And now I want to get into and I set my entire face now. Now I'm just going to go ahead and finish my look on camera. I'll fast forward this part. Alright guys, so I'm going to share my final thoughts on these mattifying powders. Which one I thought worked better, and if it's worth spending $32 for a mix-in powder or just the $8, or is it worth it at all? So, I am going to say this. I am digging how my makeup looks. It looks very, very flawless. I like how everything piled up on top of these. I thought that it was going to mess up my powder or my foundation really badly because it had powder in it, but it didn't. I like how thick the foundation got, especially the Healthy Elixir, which is a very watery foundation, and it's a light to medium coverage. It's not a full coverage, so the fact that the powder is caused it to be a full coverage is very nice. And also, this is not a mattifying foundation, so the powder is made mattifying, which I really liked. I don't want to keep having to buy foundation sometimes just to get some effects that I want from the favorite ones that I've already owned. So I like that you're able to transform it. I have been using Urban Decay Velvetizer for over, I think like 4 months, 5, I don't know. I remember when it came out, I got it a week later. I've had it since. I didn't use it as a mix-in because I was very skeptical about that. I didn't want to mix it in until, of course, I saw Elf came out with their own. Then, so why not? I did like it as an all-over setting powder. I love the effect that it makes. Elf does the same thing. You guys can see there's really no difference on the side of the face. I like the Elf better. I like the Velvetizer because I've had it for so long, so I know what it's capable of, and I'm willing to spend that money. But for those who are not willing to spend that money but they want to try something new, something different that's in the market, I would say go with Elf because, like I already said, it's very, very cheap. $8 is cheap to me, might not be cheap to you guys. I'm just saying, in my perspective, this is very cheap. I'm also digging that it comes with the spoon. That's very nice because the Velvetizer doesn't come with the spoon. This one has a little compartment, if you guys can see, that's open fully so you can scoop your spoon in, and then it has the little holes like a regular setting powder. And then it has the shifter that holds that powder in, so you can shift it to just the holes so that way the holes can come out from here. Or you can shift it to that powder part and just dig in through there. I like that. So it gives you the opportunity of being able to pick up product, put it in your foundation, but then shift it over so you can use it as a setting powder and not take a lot of product out. I love that about that. Thank you all for coming out with a product like this. I think if Urban Decay did that, that would have been really, really a game changer. Another reason why I say Elf is better is because of that. With the Velvetizer, it's more like a settings powder, and it only has 4 holes. A lot of product comes out of it, but it's hard to pick up product to mix it in with your foundation. So you have to drop and hope that not a lot of it come out. So again, Elf is the winner. Elf is the winner also because cost is $8. Like, who wouldn't want that? Again, I love both of them, but I know there's people out there who are unwilling to spend that much money for 0.28 grams when they can just spend $8 for 0.27 grams. That's not bad. And if you are trying to find something to thicken up some of your foundations and you don't want to keep spending money on foundations all the time, I think this is a great product to use. If you don't want to use it for mixing foundation, I do recommend it for the finishing. It makes your pores look much smaller, makes your skin look velvety. It is such a beautiful touch. On camera you guys can see that it looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't see no blemishes. I'm really digging how it looks. So ultimately Elf is the winner on this one. I love both products, but if I was to recommend, Elf will be the recommender. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go ahead and put down the products that I use and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.